First of all, I want to make it clear that Moonlight is not a bad movie, it is a very good movie, but its first problem is being a literally darker version of the film Crazy. Frankly, Crazy does what Moonlight tries to do and could have done right. Crazy achieved what it sought out to do, which is help straight people understand that gay people are regular human beings with the same problems we all have. To view them differently because of a desire they have that we cannot understand was a poor excuse to ignore their humanity. It displayed it in a way all people could understand. Now, as far as Moonlight goes, the problem mainly has to do with the fact that this movie should have been made back in the early 2000s, back when people were still needing movies about homosexuality and the struggles homosexuals face as a result of it. Today the issue has, for the most part, at least in the Western world, been addressed, and is at least not met with the same contempt as before. If it had come out before Crazy, I might say that Moonlight instead is the most important film ever made that everyone needs to see. But if not, the truth is this movie definitely needed to come out before the start of Black Lives Matter, or the BLM movement. I'll explain more on that shortly. First, let's go over the actual issues of the film that I feel hinder it from being something more than just a good movie, because it could have been a great movie very easily. The main problem is the focus of the entire movie. What I mean is that I could see someone coming out of the theater and saying, "Wow, what a great movie about a gay man, and for gay people," but also, "Wow, what a great movie about black culture and its society," and lastly, "Wow, what a great movie that shows white people aren't responsible for their problems today." The whole movie I never got a chance to really care about the main character because I was too busy worrying for him and what other horrible thing is gonna happen to him next. Someone who could use a film about the reality of being homosexual might not get to understand that's the movie's purpose because they're too busy being shocked at why black people are treating each other the way it is displayed in the movie. But that's if that is what the movie is even about, because it's never made clear. You can't have two main points because they'll drown each other out and water each other down. BLM's protest for black people, gay activists' protest for gay rights. You don't ever see them holding a gay BLM rally, although you could call every BLM rally that. Which brings me to why it's counterproductive to the whole BLM movement. I can honestly say I saw not one white person in this entire film. The main antagonist to not only black people but the entire human race, according to the BLM. Yet the film only shows in great detail that the main character's real problem was not that he was gay, but it's that he was black. The majority of his problems weren't because of his homosexuality, it was because of the black society he was surrounded by and affected by. He never even openly admits he's gay the entire movie. Maybe I'm missing the point that him not coming out openly is the lesson to be learned, that black gay men have it harder in life, but again it's harder because of the other black people around the gay black man. The movie goes to great lengths to make that very clear. The fact that he was gay didn't necessarily mean he wouldn't have been a little pussy too growing up if he was straight. I'm sure there are some hard thug black people that are gay right now as I speak that are in the closet, yet not treated like shit because they still are men and not a little bitch boy. Black people aren't going to be moved by a movie that shows something they see every day in real life. This movie will affect everyone else, but in a way that makes us feel like calling bullshit on the BLM movement because we all just saw that it's black people hurting black people and not the white supremacists, so why are you guys acting like it's someone else? I'm surprised that there was no white cop beating up little scene. At the same time I'm also glad there wasn't. But this movie is the better film of 2016, but that's really not saying much for a year that really didn't bring a lot of works of art to the screen. I'd say it's the weakest of the last 4 years amongst Best Picture winners. Go see this movie though, or just download it from a link on primewire.ag. Thanks guys, I'll talk to you later.